The truth about the Dodgers has been revealed. What am I talking about? What is Brad J talking about? The truth about the Dodgers has been revealed, and what is it? That they're not hitting, Captain Obvious. The Dodgers are not hitting. And even though they're in a great position, look, they're tied 2 games apiece in the World Series, go back and look at their games. Go back and look at the amount of hits, even in the wins. They're not clicking offensively, and that's a problem. With 3 games remaining most in the season, they've got to step up. And they've got to step up in a big way. And this guy's got to step up. We're talking about Pages. Is he going to get the start again? And they talk about you don't want to mess up the chemistry. You don't want to change up the lineup all just to do all this knee-jerk reaction. But I'll tell you what, he's becoming a liability. You know what he's hitting? .080. And he's a heck of a player, and he's helped the Dodgers get to where they are. He's hit some home runs. He's done some good things, but right now he's not doing good things. And when he's not doing good things and the big 3 aren't doing the best things, look, Freddie hit the walk-off home run. That's awesome, but he's not batting well. He's not hitting well. 250 is not where he should be right now. And the Dodgers have not hit yet. They have just not been able to put it together. And let me just give you the fact is in the numbers. If you look at the last, let's say, 8 games of the Dodgers, right? 7 of those are below 6 and below hits entire game. That's not getting it done with that's one thing to trying to get it done, and your pitching's been making up the difference and you're getting wins, but at some point it's going to bite you in the butt, and that's what's happening to the Dodgers. Not hitting. Let's just go over it. A 6-hit game, a 4-hit game, a 6-hit, a 5-hit, a 4-hit, 3-hit, a 2-hit game. These are games, most of these that they won, but they did not hit. And that's where you got to start looking at it. And it's not just Pages. I mean, you got to give Mookie on there too. Mookie's been playing stellar defense, and leading up to the World Series, he was hitting well too, but he's been somewhat absent. He gets a hit here and there, but it's not enough to get things done for the Dodgers. So the season's running out. You're 2 games apiece. You got 1 more at home, and you darn sure better win tonight at home. If you're the Dodgers, I don't know what kind of check you need to make, but if you want to take it 1 game at a time, tonight's a good game to get that win. You go back to Toronto down 3-2 with the way they're hitting, that's not good, right? And once again, I'm not picking on Pages, Mookie. I'm not picking on anyone in particular, but Muncy is in the same boat. What is he batting? 200. And you look at how many opportunities they had, even in the 18-inning games. These guys had opportunities to get the hits that they needed to get, and they weren't getting them. And they were trying too hard. They're pressing. I mean, Edman is 245. I mean, Betts at 250, Freeman at 250, even Ohtani is 268. So he's been doing it. He's been holding the team together. And then when he doesn't get a hit or he doesn't have a good day on the mound, that's what happens. And that's what happened to him. So the Dodgers need to step up. We could take a look at it. There's the numbers right there. Numbers don't lie. There's the hits. 1 hit for Mookie, 2 hits for Freeman. So you got to give him some credit, though. The walk-off, huge, and getting 2 hits. But then, Will Smith, he's been kind of absent too. He was crushing it against the Brewers, and then now he's not been showing up. He's still one of the best on the team, but when he goes 0 for 4 and the rest of the team doesn't hit and pick him up, that's going to be a problem. I mean, look at Muncy, look at Tommy Edman, 0 for. He had 1 hit, 1 for 3. And then you look at Kike. We're always expecting Kike to do something big, and it's not happening right now. And then Pages, another 0 for. So Alex Call is looking better and better to replace. I would think at this time, you're thinking Alex Call, right? How did the pitching do, Brad J? I got you. Here you go. It was, and if you didn't think that a night before Shohei getting on base 9 times was not going to affect his pitching the next day, I was scratching my head on this one. Obviously, that's going to be a problem. And it was pointed out many times on the broadcast last night. It's going to be a problem. Okay? 9 times on base. Okay? That doesn't happen but every 100 years. And that's what he did in the long inning game. So he's running around the bases all willy-nilly and having to be a starting pitching the next day. And not being able to go through it. You look at these guys that are pitching against him, 5 days rest. Man, they could dissect the batting order. Does Shohei have that opportunity to do that? No. And because he was on there, should there have been a change? Should somebody else have started? Should it have been something different than Shohei having to play and start? 6 hits, 4 earned runs, had the strikeouts. But you could tell because there's going to be lapses, and you can't go against him because he's doing it more than he's doing something no one else is doing. But you sure take that into consideration when you're putting him out there on the mound the day after 9. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom here, but I'm just saying, right? Think about it. And Blake Treinen, I mean, what he meant to the team last year, it's amazing. But, every time he comes out, he's going to give up some hits. And in a situation where you don't need him to do that, that's a problem. Right? So how you need to look at that is how you need to look at it. But if the Dodgers really don't start hitting with possibility of 3 more games left in this season, now's probably a good time to turn on the offense. I'll bring it up. 7 of the last 8 games, they had 6 hits, 2 different games, 4-hit game, a 5-hit game, a 3-hit game, and a 2-hit game. And it's fine when you're winning them because you're getting a big hit that counts when you need it. A walk and then a home run. There's 2 runs right there. And a lot of those are wins. But you can only hide those for so long, and then it gets exposed by a team that has an offense. So the Dodgers need to focus. And they need to focus big time, and they need to focus right here, right now. And that dude, Blake Snell, I feel, here's the thing. Now, you heard all the doom and gloom out of Brad J., but let me bring it back around full circle. Blake Snell can change all that tonight. Blake Snell can change all that with one good night. And that's what he needs to do. And he's the kind of guy, Snellzilla, if he's mad, he's going to come out solid. And he wants to win more than anything. He needs to take a page from Yamamoto and may not go 9 innings. I'm not saying that. But Sasaki's rested now. He didn't play last night. He's ready to go. Blake Snell needs to go 7 or 8. No matter what. If this game was within reach, do not pull him. And do not put Treinen in place of him right now. You need that win. You do not want to be Dodgers going back to Toronto down 3-2. That would be a huge mistake. So the Dodgers on their own soil need to take care of business, and they need to take care of business tonight. And Blake Snell's the guy who needs to do it. They've seen Trey. They know what he can do. You just saw him. So get down to business and take the win. That's what Dodgers need to do. And as you go through the day, always remember to think Dodger blue, and let's get that win. Go Dodgers.